Hey guys, it's Rebecca. So today I'm going to do a book tag. It's called Slow Readers Book Tag. I'll also leave the questions in the description box. Do answer it. I would love to know your answers to it. I'll leave the creator's link in the description box as well. So this tag has total of 10 questions. So let's answer it. The first question is, what's your Goodreads goal for the year? So, as I told before in my few other videos, I was going through a reading slump. So, I didn't expect myself to read a lot of books. So, I had put a goal of 5 books in the Goodreads goal, and I'm super happy I crossed it. I mean, I have read almost 13 to 14 books, I guess. So I have crossed it. I mean, I have completed the goal. The second question is, how many books do you read in a month on average? I think I at least read 3 if I'm not in a slump, or if I'm not in a mood, then I'm not sure. But if I'm definitely in a mood to read a book, then I most of the time finish at least 3 to 4 books in a month. The third question is, how many days does it typically take you to read a book? So, if it's an average sized book, almost 300 to 350 pages, then I can finish it within, and if it's interesting, then I can finish it within 3 to 4 days maximum. Fourth question is, are you always reading or do you take breaks in between? The answer to this question is, it depends. Like if I have read a book and I need a break, like I need to think through it, I need to uh, figure out few things, or if I'm still in the hangover of the book, then I need time, so I don't read after that for a little while. Or if it's just a simple easy read, or if it's like a fun read and doesn't require a lot of thinking and all of that, or if I'm extremely in a mood to read, then I tend to read one after the other. And when it comes to series, I always tend to read completed series, and I tend to finish the series at one go. I don't like to like read one book at a time and then read the next book after a long time. I don't like that. So if I start reading a series, I usually finish it and then start next book. The fifth question is, what book took you particularly long to read? There would be many books that took me extremely long time to finish, but there are 3 books that came immediately to my mind when I read this question. And the first one is Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. The second one is Percy Jackson and the Last Olympian. Third book is Pilgrim's Progress by John Bunyan. Pilgrim's Progress I took a long time to read was because of its language. The writing, it was a bit difficult for me, so I had to go slow with it. But coming to Percy Jackson and Jane Eyre, the book was not keeping me engaged, and that was the reason I was not able to read it fast, or I spent so much time on reading it. The sixth question is, do big books intimidate you because you will be spending a lot of time with them? I don't know. I haven't read a tome yet, I think. So I do have a tome, Gone with the Wind, with me, but I don't see myself reading that book because I already know the story, like the whole story. So I don't think I'll be picking it up. So I don't know, but I think, yeah, I don't usually pick up tomes because they are humongous. And yeah, at times they do intimidate me. The seventh question is, which book genre takes you the longest to read? So I have 2 genres for this. The first one is classics. So usually classics are not my cup of tea. I don't go for classics at all. So, but at times I end up reading classics, and those are the times when I take a lot of time to read it. I think the fastest classic that I've ever read is The Catcher in the Rye, and I think I finished it in 2 days, I guess, but I didn't like it. The second genre is non-fiction. All of the non-fictions that I have read, it has taken me a long time to finish it, and I don't understand why. The eighth question is, which book have you actually read in one day? So this never happens to me. I mean, like, this doesn't happen to me usually. I can't finish a book in one day. The minimum it takes is 2 days. But surprisingly, the first book that I had finished in one day was City of Glass by Cassandra Clare. I was so invested in that book that I had to finish it in one day. So I finished it in one day. And recently, there's another book that I finished, which is a short book which had 200 pages, and that is Life is What You Make It by Preeti Shinoy. So I really like that book and I finished it in one day. The ninth question is a book you regret reading because you spend so much time with it for so little payoff. So I would go with a non-fiction here. So I had read long time ago The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. And it took, as I told, it's a non-fiction, so it took me a lot of time to finish it. But I don't think the book gave me anything. The book was extremely repetitive, and I think that was my first self-help type of book, and I didn't enjoy it at all. The last and final question is recommend fellow slow readers a book. Here I'm gonna recommend a thriller which I recently read. So it's called Free Fall by Jessica Barry. I haven't heard a lot of people talking about this, but then I really enjoyed reading it, and it's definitely a page turner. But if you have read a lot of thrillers, I think the ending would be a bit predictable, but still it has many things to give you. So if you haven't read it yet, go check it out. You would enjoy reading it. So those are all my answers to the slow readers book tag. That's it for today, guys. Thank you guys for watching my video. Meet you guys in my next video. Bye.